Hello, I hope this message finds you well. I am here. It's earlier on in the day for me, so that should hopefully mean I get to get this out to you a lot sooner in the day. I am nervous because today Spirit has asked me to trust myself, trust my intuition. He wants me to pick the life category to focus on for you today. And I'm like, this is how I think. I'm like, what if I get it wrong? I'm so freaking conscientious. I want to get things right. And yeah, I've spent a lifetime in the dark about myself and also not trusting myself. So I just wanted to let you know where I'm at. I'll hold this moonstone to clear those negative energies. But the truth of this is that this isn't just your journey. This isn't just my journey. It really is our journey. I'm supporting you, yes, but I am also growing. And one of the reasons why Spirit has me using tarot in the first place is to build my own confidence and ability to trust in myself and my inner voice. So while I was like, oh my gosh, like cringe about doing it this way today, I understood the basis. I know I'm on a journey. I know that this represents an opportunity for me to trust my inner voice. And to be fair, last week's reading was like a warm-up because before I got on camera and I was looking at the categories. I actually had this up on my board because it was the category that came out of my health as my focus, when I did a reading for myself the weekend prior to your reading last week. And I remember looking at it, seeing on the bed and feeling like that was the one to pick for you that week. But I made a conscious choice that I wasn't going to do that. I was going to do it the usual way and basically let Spirit be the guide. And then lo and behold, all my shuffling inside the bag of all categories to pull out, it was that one. And I was freaked out, as I often am, because I'm like, oh my gosh, how am I going to speak to that category? And the reality is, like I say, I'm still learning. It's not about the category. It's, the process is always the same. The container it's going in, that just says back of the deck. The container it's going in, i.e. health and fitness, emotional life, quality of life, whatever, that's irrelevant. Guidance is guidance. I do have an ability to read the cards. And more than that, it's about my intuition. So I'd like to say that if you felt the reading last week was a bit off for you, like it didn't really resonate, my apologies, because that was possibly and probably my energy unwittingly filtering through the reading. But on the other hand, if it was resonating, I'm seeing that what's at work here is the whole twin flame thing. I did share, or rather an oracle card came out about that some time back in a reading about us. And being twin flames, we are connected spiritually, even though we've never met, right? We are connected spiritually, and by that token, we are sharing the same energy. Of course, what we think, what we feel, and how we're living, that's all individual. But ultimately, it's like we're connected to the same power line, right? We're getting the same electricity, so we're catching the same vibrations. So that would explain the unity, the synchronicity in that respect. So today, Spirit wants me, like I said, to pick the category. And he's also asked me, because I did pray before, as I was cleansing the cards and preparing myself to do this reading, I was praying over this reading and over you and over me, that I could express fully what the message is that Spirit has for you without my energy polluting, as it were, the message. And Spirit has actually said to me, God has said that he wants me to share whatever my vibe is. He wants to bring both. And again, in another way, it makes sense, because you're not a customer in the sense of someone I'm completely unconnected to. It's actually the complete opposite. We are divinely connected. We actually share the highest connection that exists. And it makes sense. For that reason, it's even imperative that I do share what I'm experiencing, because it can help inform you or enlighten you. Enlighten, keyword for today, enlighten. It can enlighten you, and that is why I'm here, to be a light for you, and to help you find your way, especially at this time in your life. Right, and speaking of enlighten, today is the 27th of July, 2022, and when I decode that date, it gives 2 + 7 gives 9. So the card of the day is the Hermit card, and the essential meanings for that card are enlightenment and withdrawal. So the act of taking yourself away to contemplate, to reflect, to refocus, to realign with spirit in your path. So keyword for this reading, and maybe for this day for you or week, is enlighten. What is enlightening you, or what kind of information, knowledge, awareness are you receiving that is helping you to be enlightened and see things properly, see things for what they are? Because embrace that. That's what you need to embrace, hold on to, and meditate on, because that's going to help you keep walking the golden path that is life with spirit. So I know already what category I want to go for. Love, relationships. How about the love? And it's particularly the future for your love relationship. And I'm going to make a choice today. I'm making a conscious choice to not hold back, because the way things are going, with what everything Spirit is saying, I have the utmost respect for your situation, and you and all the parties involved. However, it's time to honor in fullness what is being spoken of, because it's time really to bring the unconscious into the conscious. Bring this spiritual connection that I have with you boldly, bravely to the surface, in the name of love, in the name of me loving you, in the name of you finding the freedom to love me and embrace the life that you have been destined for. Because this is what this is all about. This is not about my ego. Oh, I got the guy, or I got my dream. No, some time ago, yeah, that was what it was, but now it's so different. I'm different, and I'm just allowing myself to get real with everything and be honest. So without further ado, time is short, my space on my phone is limited. So the leading from Spirit was to incorporate in this reading the major arcana cards. This is from my Total Tarot collection, so I've only got the major arcana cards. And actually, I want to begin by showing the bottom card, Judgment card 20. The 2 X's there. That right there, those 2 X's. That's like I see unity. I see the coming together of things, and in connection to our love relationship, I'm going to say it bold and I'm proud, our love relationship, which is purely spiritual right now. We are on a divine connection, but it's time for it to manifest. It is time for what has been riding beneath the surface, what has been cultivated in the last few months over the course of this year, and really, to be honest, most of our lives. Because look back in your life. Look back to when you were 19. Look back to when you were 18, 16, and you were awakening to girls, relationships, love, and what you hoped, what you dreamed of having, that deepest heartfelt desire, right? What was that? Get clear on that now, like the purity of that. And the purity of it for me, quickly, was loving you and answering your heart's call that I heard through your songs, through the music. Can you imagine what it's like to always live without love? That may not have been a song that you wrote, but man, the way you sang that, like, I heard something, I felt something. And it's in songs like that, with lyrics like that, that my heart responded, like it went out to you. I wanted to be that for you. I wanted to cover you. I wanted to love you unconditionally. And I'm amazed, probably as amazed as you are, that to this day it still stands. But awakening, renewal. You know, find yourself again. What were your deepest, biggest dreams you had for your love relationship, right? Embrace that now and step into it. You know, recognize what spirit is bringing you to, what spirit is doing in you, and boldly awaken and dance. I love this woman in the middle there, how she's like dancing, right? The music is playing, the tune of your heart is playing. Dance and embrace it. And you know what, that song I sent to you, Love Is Such a Crazy Thing, a link to, that is the song I literally listened to most nights at that period. And it actually inspired me. That song inspired me to write a song, to write a story, to write a fan fiction story about me. It was a love story. You were in a relationship with Brittany because that was the situation at the time. And well, I'm me, but there was a connection. It never got fulfilled, I don't think, but there was definitely that attraction. And so I have spent nights dreaming of you. I've been there, and Spirit is saying, awaken to your deepest dreams. So that's the first card. We're going to leave it there because time is running short. But in terms of the tarot, the card that I felt to pick for it was citrine, for abundance. And when I saw it highlighted to me, my feeling was, yeah, abundantly rich love relationship. And I had shuffled all the cards as well, by the way. I haven't just entered this, but with this one, I want to just give it a shuffle. The leading was to kind of just pick what was there, but I don't want to do that for you. I want you to have confidence in me every time. So I'm going to stop it there and place one. And that, we're going to remember that that was the back of the card. And actually, Spirit wants me to lift the back. All right. Completion, the world, completeness, harmony, balance, success. This love. Spirit, can you help me get clear what about the love relationship, our love relationship, or for Justin, the love relationship is coming into completeness? Okay, I'm thinking now. This is the bear in mind card. So bear in mind that when it comes to your love relationship, you are going to find completeness in the journey that you are on. You'll be not left without. You don't have anything. Wait, you have everything to gain from what Spirit is leading you into. Everything. And it also represents harmony, by the way. Let me turn over these cards. So we have the Two of Swords. To me, that speaks of choices too. But 2 is also partnership. The number 2 represents partnership. Oh my gosh, no freaking way. I couldn't see that through the camera, but they're both the number 2. And I'll tell you something really quickly. 22 is a number that Spirit, my angels, have been highlighting to me loads since like April or May this year. And here's what it says. Here's the message from my angels. You are at a crucial point in your journey, which will help you understand the relationships and spiritual assignments that will support your growth. Now, I have had no idea what that means, but I'm at a crucial point where choices to be made, and I know very well for the role that I have, mother of creation, divine feminine, that how I choose to live my life and the choices that I make directly impact you. So if I don't step up, right, you don't get to realize the fullness of your true self. Because if I'm holding back from being her, you certainly have no choice to, because the connection requires that I step up and fulfill that. And right now in this reading, it's requiring that I step up, that we step up, that we awaken to the reality of this love relationship and know that it's not just a dream, it's not just a figment of our imaginations or sensual desires or thoughts, that this is a real bona fide thing with an assured, back it up, with an assured outcome. And look what's at the back of that card. The 10 of Pentacles, again, completion. 10 represents completion. And then again, oh my, we're getting the Emperor, representative of you. Another 10. The 10 of Wands, completion. The King of Pentacles, assuming your rightful place, my friend. The number 2. Partnership, union. I'm stopping there because that's where the relevance to this reading ends. But that's to bear in mind. I mean, just to take these 3 cards into consideration at the back of the deck. The World, topped off by the picture of financial wealth, backed up by you, your role, the Emperor, right? Which is number 4. Number 4, 2 plus 2 equals 4. So we're being awakened, and I love this imagery because to me, I look at it and I'm like, I see those 2 swords. They're like separate. And I think of you and me, that we are separate. We are in 2 different places. But what's the message? We need to come together. There needs to be a coming together. And here's what I take from this picture of the card. This man is holding the world in his hands. You literally have the world in your hands, Justin, because God has called you to be father. Where is that card? To be father. A father figure in the world, holding it with love, with care, and planning for it, to give it something. I know what you want to give it. The Emperor's clothed in red. He's full of love. You hold the world in your hands. This is what God is saying. You have the opportunity to step up as what you've always been, what you've always wanted to be, what it's in you to be. And Spirit is saying you need to make a choice. And the choice is awaken. Oh, wow. We've got the Hermit behind Awaken. Awaken. Awaken to the reality of this love relationship, because that's the key to your destiny. This is the key. 2 plus 2 equals 4, equals completion, equals abundance beyond your lifetime that filters through the generations and leaves a legacy, because your family is not just the components of your household as it stands, right? It's not just Jess, it's not just your kids, it's not Phineas, it's not Silas, it is the world. You are here to make a difference to the world. And how do you make that difference? Through your love relationship is what the input I'm getting right now. Through your love relationship. At least the love relationship that Spirit is leading you towards. Now, I find it incredible that behind Judgment we've got the Hermit. That is today's card. And that just brings home the point, enlightenment. Enlightenment. What are you seeing? What is being lit up for you and in you? Follow that and trust. Know that it's Spirit. You must believe. You cannot stay on the fence forever. You cannot. And I will speak frankly in the sense that, you know, you're being awakened for a reason. Because yes, there's the benefit that you stand to gain, but it's not just about you. It is not just about me. It's about our children. It is. But beyond that, it is about the world, and the world getting to see something that, to be honest, this world just hasn't seen. The living example of true connection to God, to life, to Spirit. So I would like to close out this reading with love and in love, because I sit here today internally standing on love, my love for you and my desire for you, you know, to have the world, you know, not for material sake, but to have the fulfillment of everything that's in you to be, do, and have. And yes, for me, blending in, you know, for me, the love of me, the love of you, the love of the world. Let's show this world how to care. Seriously. So, this has been your reading. I'm conscious that my time on my recording is going to finish So, yeah, I'll see. I think Spirit wants me to say something more. Okay, Spirit wants me to say how I feel about everything I've just said. You know, you're the love of my life. I loved you as soon as I saw you at age 14. It's always been my solemn, heartmost desire to love you with a pure love, as the Jackson 5 sing in I'll Be There, to love you with an unselfish love, a love that respects you and that believes in you, that trusts you, that has faith in you. And that is my truth. I didn't know this was going to become a reality. I didn't know that one day I would be here speaking like this. But I'm here now, and I'm also tasked with the job of believing that all of this is real, that a connection only I felt within myself and still feel is real and true, and that I will get my wish, I will get my dream. And in terms of this reading, I can appreciate that we are at a crucial point and a crucial time spiritually. A lot is going on, and your reading last week really reflected that completion is coming in. And this card just symbolizes completion of the highest kind. And if ever you feel like you're being selfish for what you're doing, going with what's truly in your heart, the love you truly seek for yourself, consider that it's not just about you, it's about the world. So I think there's a twofold message through this, right? Yes, it's the completeness, it's the harmony, it's the success, it's the balance that you can find, that we can have in a love relationship. But more than that, it's about what our relationship can and will do for the world. This is a crucial point. You haven't been brought this far for nothing. You haven't. And we just have to keep going. And abundance. Wow. We have a lot to give the world. Pardon me. We have a lot to give the world. I picked citrine for the card that would emerge, for the cards that would emerge. So there is an abundance of love, an abundant gift that we can give the world. And there's abundance on the other side of the choices Spirit is asking you, leading you to make. Yeah, so I think that is everything. No, I feel like Spirit wants me to say something more, but choose with truth and the purity of your heart. Follow your intuition. The moon is represented there. And make a choice that you are in agreement, that all of you is in agreement with, or can be. Because there's an abundance of purity. There's an abundance of truth in you and in your world. And there's beauty. I'm seeing the flowers here. You know, there's abundance of these flowers, the lilies, that represent the lifting, the uplifting, the rejuvenation of the soul. There's an abundance of that waiting for you. If you will just take your rightful place, take the world in your hands and make the plans. Look out across the sea, prepare to travel, prepare to make an impact on this world. Be real about it. Don't put it off. Get super real. I am. So you can step out. But you know what? We're going to step out together. You don't have to step out on your own. We can step out together. But for now, there are choices you need to make with you and in you. So Spirit is saying to stop there, and much love. Mwah, mwah, mwah. So much love to you. So much light and everlasting liberation, Justin. I love you.